So it's really good to talk to people last week, and I hope everyone found the webinar interesting and started to get things from it that you can try out in your schools. If you have tried to watch back the video, you will notice that the screen sharing element of what we recorded didn't actually record, and instead you just got me talking, clicking my mouse and telling people where to click on the screen, but for some reason it didn't capture what was actually on the screen at the time, which is apparently a bug within Teams. So I'm going to do two really short videos, one on the Teams element of what we went through and another on the class notebook part of what we went through, and post those onto the team. This is quite a good trick for all of you as well, in terms of if you want to do if you're trying to train staff in your school, you can just go to the calendar icon in Teams, click Meet Now, and then start sharing your screen and hit record, and then share that to staff. And it's a really good way of training people how to do things. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to share my screen, and we will click on here, and we will click on to Teams. So what we talked about is you've got these four icons down the left-hand side. I've actually got six. You won't see calendar and calls within our team. When you set up a school team, you will see the calendar and calls icons, and you'll also see one called assignments, which we're going to get to a bit later in the programme. And if we click on the Teams one, you'll see that this column basically shows all the different teams at Turn It On that I'm a member of. And in each of those teams, you'll see the top channel is a general channel, and this is a channel that can't be renamed or deleted. It's just something that's created by Microsoft and is always there. So I click on the general channel of the Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert team, and I click on the three dots. And the first thing to show people is the channel notifications. And what this one is doing is showing me that for all new posts into this channel, I will get a notification in my banner and my feed whenever someone posts. So the feed is actually this activity icon in the top left-hand corner, and the banner is a pop-up that will come down the bottom right of your screen saying that someone has posted, and I've ticked to include all replies as well. The other place that you can fiddle around with notifications is by clicking your picture up on the top right hand corner, clicking on settings, and you can go into notifications here. I'm not going to go into any more detail on that now. You can play around with that yourselves when you get a chance. So if we move across onto the main window of the general tab of the general channel, you'll see there are these four tabs across the top: Posts, Files, Microsoft Educator Center, and Flipgrid. On Posts, you can see here that when we want to start a new conversation, all we need to do is start typing in the box at the bottom. The thing to note is that if you don't want your conversation to be posted every time you press enter, you need to click the format button, and that gives you the opportunities to add a subject and to start typing in sentences and paragraphs, and every time you press enter it won't post. It will only post when you actually click here and press send, and then it will post. You've also got all the normal formatting things at the top there, and if you really want to make your conversation stand out, you can turn it into an announcement. The other thing that's important to show people is that when they want to reply to a conversation, rather than starting a new one, they just click the reply button and then again press the format button if you want to be able to write a longer reply and format your reply. Next tab across the top is Files, and this is just where we're keeping all of the documents to do with this program. So session 2 session 1 is the one that we've just done, and in there you can see the PowerPoint with the various different tasks that we'd love it if people tried before the next session. I've then put a link to the Microsoft Educator Centre, and the key thing to say to people here is if you haven't done so already, make sure you log in, and that way you can see your profile and you can see what you have and haven't completed. And then the final tab across the top is Flipgrid. We're not going to go into any detail on this one right now. Martin is going to talk about Flipgrid in the second session, but I will just show people what this looks like. Basically, our team, the MIEE community grid, I've created a topic called General Things I Want to Share. I've posted a video and Martin has replied to me. If you want to post a reply, you just need to click onto this green button here, and then you can record your response that way. But like I said, Martin will talk more about that in our next session. So coming back, so that really is a quick overview of the Teams tab. The Activity tab, like I said, is the feed, and then the chat, if I click, is all the different conversations that I have with people at Turn It On. It really reduces email and makes chat much less formal, so really, really useful for quick communications between people at school. Files is just where all of the files from this particular team get kept, as well as any files from other teams that I've got. So that, I think, is all we talked about in our Teams overview last week. One of the tasks we said to people was to go and create a team at their school and add either a teacher or another an admin staff member to that team. When you're ready to do that, it's really, really simple. All you need to do is click Join or Create Team, and then Create Team. We will build a team from scratch and we'll make it a private team, and you can give it a name. We can give it a description and we can hit create, and it really is that simple. When you're at school, you will get a couple of additional options as to what type of team you want to create, whether it's a staff team or a class team. In the first instance, just create a staff team, and that's probably the best point. So I'm just going to add in Martin to my team, add and close, and that's it. There the team is, and you can see it down here. So really, really, really simple. Showing it how it works to someone that's at the hub of the school in the office, and really getting them to see how it can be used as a powerful and simple and quick communication tool is probably a really good thing to do. Okay, that's it on Teams. I will post this now to the channel, and then we will do another video on OneNote Class Notebook.